Hello everybody, Saigan here. Another update about Dragon Quest stuff. And I'm doing these, and I'm sorry if they're like coming too often, but I'm sure a lot of people are curious about, what's going on. The whole thing actually blew up a lot bigger than I was expecting it to. I heard back from Square Enix America today. The news is neutral. They haven't heard back from Japan yet. They requested some more information so they could send it over again. So, Square Enix America has continued to be on the ball about this. Second, I have not received any further copyright notices from Square Enix aside from one that I have now noticed, and I don't actually know when it happened. My video for Dragon Quest, the one that I didn't like, Battle Road Victory. Battle Road Victory, the first episode, also got hit. It's not a copyright strike, it's just a content ID notice. This would potentially turn into a second copyright strike for me if I were to dispute it and Square Enix of Japan were to ignore me again. So I'm not going to dispute it right now. These copyright strikes will fall off in 6 months if I don't receive any other copyright strikes within that time frame. So for the time being, I'm not going to dispute any other content ID matches regardless of how ridiculous they are, because 3 strikes, your channel's gone. It's deleted. All the videos, everything, gone. For me, that would be 2 years of work. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I would do, because I put a lot of work into this channel. I work 40 hours a week. I have my son. I have my girlfriend. I'm a tournament organizer for Netrunner. I do that on a weekly basis, and we've got store championships coming up in February. I play Magic every Friday night, and I try to stay competitive in that as per control. Yes. I lead a very busy life. And any time in between those hobbies, I'm working on my YouTube channel. And I generally comment and try to respond to people all day. I updated my Twitter earlier. We're letting people know that Square Enix of America is still being, well, swell. They've been a lot more helpful than I expected they would be. I was kind of hoping to, get more back from Japan right now, but it's probably just Square Enix Japan dropping the ball at this point. A lot of strong discussion has come up over the course of this. A lot of people feel that I'm overreacting. I mean, I don't think that I am, but I guess that's a possibility, but I really don't think that I am. A lot of work goes into these videos, and it's very frustrating to see one get taken down and then not get any communication from the company when you try to approach them about it and see what can be done. It's the silence. It's the being ignored is what is most infuriating. Like, above and beyond everything else, it's the being ignored. They've had over a month since I tried to contact them through their own company, and Square Enix Japan has still not responded. What that leads me to believe is Square Enix of Japan, and this has been pointed out by a couple of folks here on YouTube, over on the Dragon's Den. There's probably a significant amount of overlap there. They probably just don't care about YouTube, and they saw this content ID match getting disputed, and they saw, my wall of English text explaining why this video should be up and why it's not illegal and why it falls under the extremely gray, murky area that is fair use. Let's Plays are in a murky gray area right now, and they're going to remain that way until some sort of precedence is set. And if I had the finances to fight this on a legal level, I would make that effort. But I don't. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. If I had the finances to fight it, I would not be living in a 2-bedroom apartment. My mood has greatly improved. A lot of that has to do with continued support from everybody who's, still following my channel, still, responding to my tweets. Just, it means a lot to get a lot of support from you guys. So, where do I stand right now with Dragon Quest? Well, clearly, I mean, I discussed it in the last video update regarding this situation. Clearly, I still like Dragon Quest. I think that the series is wonderful. I feel that it's been severely underappreciated in the US, and that's mostly due to Square Enix's poor support of the series in the US. I don't think that it's actually the fault of the consumers here, because people who play Dragon Quest have a tendency to go, wow, this game is fantastic. I wish more people knew about it. And then, all the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts fans go, but what's Dragon Quest? And that's because Square Enix doesn't really talk about it. Dragon Quest IX did very well in the hands of Nintendo. And that, I feel, is actually one of the weaker games in the series. It's an excellent game. Do not get me wrong. Fans of DQ9, please do not attack me. I love Dragon Quest IX also. But I definitely don't feel like it's a middle child. I feel like on the low end, I feel are Dragon Quest 1 and 2, and then on the high end, you've got like 8 and 5. And then there's kind of this weird middle child area. I didn't mean 5. 3. 8 and 3 are on the high end, and then 9 is kind of clumped in with 4 and 5. And I haven't played 6, and I haven't beaten 7, so I can't really give you an honest opinion on those. But it's a fantastic game. And Nintendo did a wonderful job in making sure that it got attention here in the US. And fancy that, it was successful, both critically and financially. It got attention on Penny Arcade. When you've got Penny Arcade paying attention to your game, that's going to get your game attention. So clearly, I'm in this difficult place because I want to continue playing the games. I want to continue trying to get the series attention. I think that Square Enix Japan are a bunch of fuck-ups. The focus on cell phone games is ridiculous. I mean, just look at all the Bravest. On the other hand, Dragon Quest I mobile port, that's a really good port. It's probably my favorite version of Dragon Quest I. Vertical screen and all. But I think that it works better for that than like it will for Dragon Quest VIII. I still keep seeing footage on Dragon Quest VIII. I'm not that impressed on it. A couple of people over on the Den have been playing it, and they don't really have any major complaints. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to ease up off the Dragon Quest content. I'm going to continue working with Square Enix of America so long as they are willing to continue helping me to get this matter cleared up with Japan. If I get another copyright notice from Square Enix before this one falls off, bringing me to 2, I'm just going to stop touching Dragon Quest, because now my channel is already in danger. Since the Content ID thing started, I've gotten a number of Content ID matches. Other companies have been pretty cool about it, like Capcom's been helping people, Sega has been helping people. A lot of people actually do not know this. Sega was under a lot of fire earlier in 2013 because of the Shining Force debacle. Well, that actually was not Sega doing it. It was somebody who worked at Sega. It was not the parent company itself. And I think that a lot of those actually got resolved. And since the Content ID match, Sega has come forward and helped a lot of people get their videos back online, including extremely negative reviews of Colonial Marines. Sega still helped put those poor reviews of their god-awful published game, let them back up. Regardless of how badly it's going to hurt sales, that you could hurt Colonial Marines sales any further. I mean, Blizzard has been like really cool to people. EA is helping people get their videos back online. So a lot of these companies, I think, are doing a really good job with it. Ubisoft is so fan friendly. Like, I want to go out and buy an Ubisoft game just because they've been such champs about it. With Square Enix, though, I'm in that place because I don't want to lose my channel. I want to keep playing Dragon Quest because I dig me some Dragon Quest. I'm going to ease up on the content, and if I get another copyright strike, that's it. And hopefully, even if they don't respond to me before the copyright strike falls off, so long as they don't take any further action against me, I think we're just going to call it neutral and say that Square Enix of Japan still kind of sucks, but Square Enix of America are ballers. I've had a couple of Dragon Quest VIII videos just sitting in limbo on YouTube from, you know, days before the stupid Content ID strike happened. And I suppose I'll go ahead and publish those. There is a Dragon Quest X video coming. This was recorded by Cranberry as a way of saying farewell to me. It's a very sweet video. I appreciate it a lot, Cranberry. And I'm going to share it on the channel so that everyone else can see. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for offering all the support. We'll see how things go with Dragon Quest, and that's entirely on Square Enix of America's merit right now. Let's make that distinction. It's on Square Enix of America. They're being great. We're going to keep working with them, and we're going to see what happens before I just, you know, finally put my foot down and say, no, I'm not going to support you anymore. Wish me luck. Take care.